Seems as though I've done all the steps so far and showed you. I might as well show you the rest. This is that next step. I don't have to do anything more to it. Okay, you're not going to see every single little thing on here, but you get the idea. All right, you get the idea. Just grabbing a little bit at a time. This stair's a little tricky just because it's getting close up to the wall. That column. Grab a little bit at a time. You get to be the one to decide how much material are you going to put on any one time. See, this one I'm going to have to go sideways, I guess, to here. That's all right. I'm trying to step on the outside edge of my stairs so I don't cave my foot in a low spot. See, before I wipe that off, I want to wipe that off there and try to keep my lines off. Oh, looks like I got just a little bit of a dip in my blade, so I want to put it on there so I don't get my edges. So I look down this, and if the tips go up a little bit, I want to put it on there so my edges don't catch. You see, and I should have checked that to see how straight my blade was before I started using it. Lots of times drywallers will check their blades out before they start using it the next go, and then they'll bend those a little bit on the ground if they have to get that straight again. Just taking my time. I'm not speed demon. I'm not going on a race. I'm not trying to finish because I have to be done. I have to be somewhere in a half hour. Never do your project that way, thinking, oh yeah, it's only going to take me an hour, and then try to rush through your job, because that's when you get problems. Okay? That's when you get problems. Hey, if this takes me an hour longer than I thought, then it takes me an hour longer than I thought. That's all. You know? I'm going over those high bits now. I'm just putting on enough to where I think I need it, and that's it. Am I a professional drywaller? No. A professional roofer? No. A professional deck installer? No. You don't have to be either. That's why I'm making these videos, to show you. And if I can do it, you can do it too. You just get in there and start doing things, and you'll surprise yourself at all the things you thought you couldn't do because you've never done it. Get that kind of thinking out of your brain. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there on that stair. Should clean that edge off. There's a little bit of goops on there, so I'm going to keep that on the outside of my pan. Okay, have that ready. Get my paintbrush out. hit this edge to get it to blend in at the corners of my stair. Make sure I don't have any dribbles on here. It's just taking a few extra minutes to be aware of what you're doing and such, okay? Now, this next step, I'm going to do the same thing, and this one doesn't have the highs and lows like this other, but it does have little ends, so I'm going to have to take my 4-inch in here and do in here. Obviously you're not going to see that, but it's okay. Just going to get it the best I can, and when I think I have enough, then I need to just be done with it. Okay, like that, and then all the rest there will be coming down with my 6-inch blade. And I've swept all these steps before I started. It's amazing how many times I've swept these stairs. Okay, be done with it. Now I can take my 6-inch, grab a little bit of that, and put it a little on the edge of my knife, like that, and get it right up next to the wall, like so. Okay. There's no way I could have gotten it this smooth after that first coat that I put on and after building this up the way I showed you, okay? Because you can only work with this material so much because it's liquidy. All right, that's okay. Hey, it takes me 3, 4 trips, 5 trips on here, then that's what it takes. I got some right in there. Oh, I had a little bit too much on my knife still, and it flew up on the stucco wall. That's all right. I have some on the riser right there. That's why I have my little knife ready in case I needed it, I guess. Okay. I don't think I should touch it much anymore. Okay. Now I can hit that paintbrush along the front edge that. Now am I ready to just start putting more on that bottom step? No, not yet. Not yet. Almost. One more thing to do. I got probably, oh, I'm guessing a gallon left. And I'm pouring on the back side so I don't get it all over on the front of this, in case I need to get more of this or whatever. I always like to do that. This is just like cake batter, see? That's all it is. And then I just clean this edge off because I don't want it to dry on there. Put it back on the inside. Okay. So well, that's ready for my next go. And I should just set this lid on it, especially if it was sunny. You don't want that top to skin up. Okay. And before I poured that bit in there, I cleaned out the edges on the inside corners of that pan and put that stuff in the middle because I don't want that stuff to ever dry. The old stuff that I still had in the pan, because I don't want it to dry, skin up, or cause little rubbery bits to get in the rest of my stuff before I skim out those next steps. You see what I'm saying? Always be ready for your project.